In this video, I'm going to share with you 35 techniques to craft a perfect presentation, connect with your audience, and make you a world-class speaker. These are some of the techniques that I have used as an international speaker and some that I have learned from other speakers who I've come into contact with. Let's begin with the first one. Plan your outline. Planning your outline is very important because you need to craft your entire script. What is the title? What are the headings? What are the main points? What are the subheadings? It's like a roadmap to your talk. For example, if I'm giving a presentation on one industry, then some of the key points could be industry analysis, the trends analysis, the competitive analysis, and the title of my presentation would be a roadmap to technology industry. Tip number 2, create a strong opening. An opening is very important because it really captures your audience attention in the beginning, and that stays till at least half of the presentation. It could be a question, an intriguing statistic, or a captivating story that would draw the listeners to your presentation. For example, if I'm preparing an industry presentation, my opening would be the CAGR of the industry is going to be a whopping 20% this year. So as soon as the audience listen to this, they're gasped. They're like, wow, let's talk more about it. Another example would be, do you know how many people in this world experience stage fear? That's around 90%. Tip number 3, deciding a color palette. Do you know what puts a presentation together? It's the mix of 3 to 4 colors that tie a presentation together. Take a look at this presentation and see how 3 to 4 colors are intertwined with each other. Tip number 4, customize your presentation to your audience. See where the demographics of your audience and craft your presentation as per their preferences and their interest. For example, if you see there are a lot of board of directors in your audience, then make sure that you focus on the ROI, the profit, the returns over the years. Your presentation is of no use if it's not relevant to that audience. Tip number 5, use powerful graphics. Instead of drowning your presentation in text, let's use more graphics. You can use bar charts, line charts, pie charts, graphs that would enhance the visual appeal of your presentation. Tip number 6, graph conciseness. When using a graph, show variations in the graph for improved visibility. Take for example this graph. The numbers on the x-axis start from 4, but the axis starts from 0. So if I start my axis from 4, I will have more variation to be shown on that graph. Tip number 7, control the amount of text. Here you can use the 7x7 principle. That means one slide, not more than 7 points, and not more than 7 words in a single point. Tip number 8, incorporate data-backed insights. To improve the credibility of your presentation, use data-backed insights, such as according to Deloitte Insights, the industry is going to grow up by 30% this year. So when you add Deloitte Insights, that adds credibility to what you're saying. Tip number 9, leverage consistency. Make sure that all the font sizes, the font style, the charts, the bars are all consistent across each other in all the slides. Tip number 10, combine serif and sans serif fonts. Choose 2 complementary fonts pairing a serif font for headings and serif sans for the body is a good combination. Tip number 11, incorporate breather slides. See, the audience is consuming a lot of information when you're presenting. So 1 or 2 slides in between, you need to incorporate some things which are putting less pressure on the audience mind. Like just show one image and write one line about it. Show one graph and just not put anything else over there. That's like a breather slides, where you're giving time to the audience to process everything that they have learned till now. Tip number 12, practice vocal variety. As in when you're moving ahead with your presentation, vary the pitch and the tone of your voice. That way you keep the audience engaged. For example, if you have an emotional story to tell, then lower your pitch. If you have something more exciting, if you're introducing a character, then raise your pitch. Tip number 13, master non-verbal communication. Do you know, it's said that non-verbal communication is even more important than verbal communication. So make sure that you have proper eye contact, your posture is good, that you stand tall, that your gestures are good. That way you will convey natural confidence and ability. Tip number 14, speak without notes. Practice so much that you're comfortably able to give your presentation without notes. So when you don't use notes, you show natural confidence and you display yourself as a subject matter expert. Tip number 15, stay within the time limit. In today's time, when the attention span is so low, make sure that your presentation is not lengthy and whatever time has been allocated to you, you're using that much time only, nothing more than that. Tip number 16, avoid filler words. Filler words are just like, you know. These are all unnecessary words. Filler words are usually used between 2 sentences. For example, hi, I'm Shagun Agarwal and I go to swimming every day. You could just say, Hi, I'm Shagun Agarwal. I go to swimming every day. Tip number 17, and a very important one, pause and pause and pause. Whenever there's nothing coming into your mind and between sentences, take pauses. That also gives the audience the time, the necessary time to grasp and process what you're saying. Pauses add gravitas to your delivery, enhances comprehension, and creates moment of appreciation and impact. There is no hurry. You have all the time. So let's take pauses to make sure that we display the confidence and the audience can understand us. Tip number 18, record yourself while speaking. Listen for clarity, pace, and tone of voice. Watch for body language, your facial expressions, and your posture. Most times we're not able to analyze ourselves, but when we see ourselves being recorded in a video setting, then we're able to understand where we are going wrong. Tip number 19, seek feedback from others. Go to trusted mentors, friends and family who you can send your video and your presentation and ask for constructive feedback. Tip number 20, arrive early at least 20 minutes before your presentation. If you arrive early, you can set your mind for what to expect. You know what the background is, you know what the environment is, you know what the audience size is, you know what the stage looks like. It allows you to de-stress, show professionalism, do a test run, greet attendees, build rapport, and mentally prepare for your presentation. Tip number 21, engage with personal stories. Our brains are naturally hardwired for stories. If you include stories which has a strong opening, a body, and a conclusion, you take the audience along with and they stay engaged throughout the presentation. For example, if you're discussing an industry trend in your presentation, then talk about a story of how your company or you navigated during a similar trend that happened in the past. For example, when I was giving my TED Talk, I talked about a story of moving to the US and how I navigated by transitioning myself into a new culture and a new country. Tip number 22, utilize audience interaction. Make sure that you're using a lot of Q&As, polls, and even live demonstrations. Tip number 23, maintain eye contact. Maintain eye contact for at least 5 to 6 seconds on one person before moving on to another. Well, you don't have to stare or gaze at any person for long, but a comfortable eye contact will make sure that you're giving a presentation confidently and that the audience is staying with you. Tip number 24, use a power stance. Adopt a confident and assertive posture during a presentation to exude authority and command attention. Stand tall with your feet shoulder apart and keep your shoulders back and chest open. Tip number 25, always back up your presentation. You don't know what technical glitch can happen. So let's have a backup of every presentation on a USB drive. Tip number 26, refrain from reading from the slides. Avoid showing your back to the audience. So when you're reading from the slides, you're showing back to the audience, which is not acceptable. It's not a good gesture to show to the audience. Instead, position yourself to face the audience directly, maintain eye contact and engage. Use the slides as visual aids to just project what you have spoken. Tip number 27, use humor. Injecting humor can lighten the mood and make your presentation more enjoyable. However, use it very judiciously so it connects with your audience. It has to align with them. Tip number 28, implement the 10-20-30 rule. Limit your presentation to 10 slides, lasting no more than 20 minutes, and using a maximum font size of 30. Tip number 25, addressing fumbleness. For example, if you're fumbled somewhere while you're talking, don't panic or dwell onto it. Take a deep breath, pause for a moment, and gather your thoughts. Use visual cues or notes to get back to where you were. Tip number 30, test technical equipment. You never know what technical issues might happen, so just make sure everything is working. Your sound system, your videos, your projectors, microphones, speakers, anything that you're using. Tip number 31, having a strong conclusion. If you want to have a lasting impression of your presentation, use a strong conclusion. Something that summarizes the key points, reiterate your main message, or end with a compelling call for action, so the audience has something to take away with them after the presentation. Tip number 32, if you have a visual presentation like this one, then prioritize lighting. Ensure you have adequate lighting in your visual presentation to enhance visibility and clarity. Position yourself facing a natural light or a window or an artificial light. Tip number 33, for a visual presentation, avoid distractions. Choose a quiet and a clutter-free space. Your phone should be on silent. Your desktop volume should be at the minimum. There should not be any background noise or visual distractions. Silence all the notifications for minimum distractions. Tip number 34, allocate time for Q&A. Whenever you're presenting, the audience must be having a lot of things to ask. Encourage active participation by inviting questions on topics covered during the presentation. That way, the audience will feel involved and they will feel heard. Tip number 35, rehearse and refine. The more you practice, the better you will be able to deliver. Remember, creating effective presentations is an art, and with practice and keeping certain tips and techniques in mind, you can become a world-class presenter. It takes a lot of time and practice to get to there, but once you get started, the momentum builds up and you start getting better. If you don't quit, you keep on improving, and that's when you start getting better. Embrace these strategies with confidence and a relaxed mindset, knowing that each presentation is an opportunity to connect, inspire, and to make a lasting impact. Presentations serve as a cornerstone in various spheres, from classrooms to boardrooms, and their importance cannot be overshadowed. As someone who has been a strategic consultant at Fortune 500 companies, and as someone who is an international speaker for more than 10 years, I understand what the importance of making effective presentations is. And that is why I have come up with these 35 tips and techniques. I hope you liked it. And if you do, please do consider subscribing to the channel. If you feel I have missed any presentation hack, please do share in the comment section.